on Sabbath.
In case you were wondering, the first stop of our day was the Jordan River, where John the Baptist baptized many, and he also baptized Jesus himself. We had the privilege of witnessing 2 baptisms today. 2 of our fellow teammates, Rachel Anderson and Joshua Pedro, were baptized in the Jordan River today. Following the baptism, we all got free pedicures.
Yes.
Want to know how? Well, we stuck our feet in the Jordan River, and the little minnows came over, and they just sucked off the little pieces of dead skin.
Sucked on every toe.
Kind of.
Every toe. And then after the Jordan River, something touching my foot, we went down to the Sea of Galilee, or up to the Sea of Galilee, actually, and we stopped at Capernaum, which was Jesus' first and, well, his main ministry point. And we went to Simon Peter's house and down to the Sea of Galilee, and we're headed back there actually right now, but that's later. Don't let us get ahead of ourselves. Yes. Oh, yes, and we learned that we are the disciples of God, and as disciples of Jesus, we learned that factually they were closer actually to the age of 12 to 20, which is surprisingly enough our ages. So, learning a little bit about ourselves and about the ministry of Christ.
Also, we found out that the synagogue at Capernaum, where Jesus taught most of the time, was the largest school in Galilee back then. So it's basically the Harvard of the Pharisee world in Galilee at the time. And Jesus ministered to 200 or more tribes surrounding Capernaum along the Sea of Galilee.
Yes, and after that we went up a little bit, kind of down, and then up again. And we went over to the area that Jesus did the Sermon on the Mount. And we just kind of went through the first few and picked it apart, starting with Blessed are the poor in spirit. And we learned that poor in its original context really means blessed are not just those who need assistance from others, but completely rely on other people. And the poor in spirit in this situation means they completely rely on God.
Yeah. The second beatitude is, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And what this means is we mourn once we realize how long it's taken us to turn over ownership to the Lord. So taking all of life's circumstances and turning them over to the Lord, because it's hard to give it up just because we want to have control over everything, but it's really best when everything is put into God's hands.
Exactly. And after that we went over to Blessed are the meek, and we found out that meek really in this situation, actually what are meek, Marissa?
Meek, those who are meek yield their will.
Yes.
So they're yielding their will to the will of God. And once you recognize that you are poor and that you rely on God fully, and once you mourn and become meek, then you hunger and thirst for righteousness. That's all for today, folks.
We will be seeing you and updating you.
Yes. Peace.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.